This is what 24 hours in Berlin looks like. Day one in Berlin, and we absolutely fell in love with it straight away. We started off in the hotel for breakfast. I loved that the sauce was in these little wafer things. Obsessed. Honestly, I think one of my favourite things in the world is a hotel breakfast. Here's a little happy dance. I wish I could have cheese for breakfast every day, honestly. Our hotel was right next to the tram stop, but it was such a nice day we decided to walk in. We walked past so many nice buildings, cute shops, and then we stopped at Studio Natura for a coffee. Saw this place recommended so much on TikTok, and the coffee was 10 out of 10. Again, sat outside in the sun. It was so warm. We then walked through the park towards the canal. I just feel like any canal anywhere is just my favourite, but this canal was absolutely gorgeous, and we found a little bar on the side, and we grabbed a little drink and just people watched and watched the boats go by, and it was just so gorgeous. And we were too full from breakfast, but apparently this is the best kebab shop if anyone is around Mustafa. We then just wandered around the town. There was loads of markets. This was my favourite thing. We went to a flea market the next day. It was so good. We bought a couple records, went into a few shops, and just walking around taking it all in was the point. We were looking at flats in Berlin because we were just obsessed. Absolutely fell in love with it. I then had a couple vintage shops I wanted to pop into, and then the main shop I wanted to go to was Necklace. This is a custom charm bracelet necklace shop, and you go around, pick your charms. I went for this little bracelet and added some pearls. Absolutely love it. I then wanted to go into this shop, She, which was just absolute heaven. If you love any homeware, candles, glasses, I wish I could take it all back with me. For lunch, we then went to this beer hall. I feel like you can't not go to a beer hall when you're in Berlin. Honestly, the size of these beers, it was crazy. And then another thing you can't not get when you're in Berlin, sausages. Although we just weren't expecting them to look like this. I found it hilarious, but they were honestly 10 out of 10, so tasty. The pretzel and the sausage combo, unexpected but delicious. We also trammed everywhere, which was so easy and so much cheaper than Ubers. We then headed to this rooftop bar that Rory had found, and you just had a 360 view of Berlin from the top. It was so cool, and there was a photo booth, which is a win. If there is a photo booth, that is where I will be. We just spent the evening taking in the views, having a few drinks before coming back to the hotel to have dinner. Our hotel stay came with dinner in their restaurant, and it was honestly so fresh, so yummy. We got some charcuterie, some burrata, gnocchi, lasagna, and we just sat on the terrace with a glass of wine, and it was honestly just so lovely, just proper holiday vibes. After dinner, we then got the tram back into town and went to Strandbar Mitt. Guys, this was the cutest evening ever. We spent about 3 hours watching everyone dance, and the sun was setting. We had drinks. If you are a fan of people watching, this is just the perfect evening for you. Guys, the people dancing, I couldn't. It was so cute. The vibes were amazing. There was a little bar selling frozen Aperols. It genuinely was just the perfect evening, and we ended up just standing here for 3 hours and watching everyone dance. We only came to Berlin for 48 hours, and I feel like we crammed so much into day one, so stay tuned for day two.